By popular demand, I guess I'll do what if there was a third Michael Bay Ninja Turtles film based off of my rewrites. Ninja Turtles? Into the Light. The Turtles are doing their thing, like talking about pineapple pizza, and April's starting to learn martial arts from Splinter, along with Jenica, and after the defeat of the Foot and disappearance of Shredder and Crane, there's a new faction, the Mighty Mute Animals, formed by Leatherhead along with the mutants that the Foot tried doing with animals, as she tries to teach them how to be people. And there's a new mutant named Mondo Gecko, who for reference is played by Vanilla Ice. And Mondo was another experiment by the Utron before Crane annihilated them all, but Mondo ended up escaping and was raised in the streets. And the groups hang out and stop crime, and Jenica tries to have a normal life despite being a turtle, and she has a girlfriend named Sheena. Meanwhile, Cry's trying to hold the Foot Clan together, but it's not really working. And plot twist, it turns out that Hun Slash survived. He formed a new group with the Foot called the Purple Dragons. And there's a new friend in town known as Kronos, who's this insane guy who's really into clocks. And he's holding hostages with time bombs, so the turtles have to stop them. And they do. But on the news, the person who gets the credit is some new lady known as Lady Dreg.
Citizens, I will always be here to protect you from criminals and those mutant turtles.
Dreg is the new crime fighter in town who hates the turtles, and they got the voice of Catherine Hunter, which is really cool and unique and kind of gross.
Nope. I'm done erasing discs. Not only is it illegal, it's dangerous work. Let me have my assistant Lomox enlighten you. I'm only in the darkest recesses of the grid, and very effective at rewriting discs. If you lose control of even one, it deletes more than your past.
And she's got an army of alien praying mantises on her side.
We are the extension of our Empress's will. Ours is but to serve in her divine name. Never to question nor to contemplate. We simply act. We fight, toil, and serve so that her vision for us is made reality. Her happiness is our reward. Her sorrow, our failure. We will give our lives for the Empress without hesitation. She is the light, and without her, our lives will be lost to darkness.
Turtles try dealing with the Purple Dragon, and twist, they're actually working for Dredd. Dredd's plan is simple, letting the people of the world know her as a hero, hopefully taking over the world after she becomes super beloved. Meanwhile, she'll be using a super suit powered by mutagen to absorb all the people she stops, become even more powerful, including random new mutants created by the Purple Dragons, and maybe some random reference Triceraton. Probably not Kronos, but definitely Bebop and Rocksteady. As well, she's trying to convince everyone that the Turtles are actually doing bad, not helping in which that Vern is spreading those rumors, everyone's mad at him, which he says he doesn't agree with it, but it gets ratings. And Sheena tries comforting Jenica, saying that she won't leave her side. And eventually, Dreg finds out about Dimension X and how she can get even more mutagen. Eventually coming across Shredder and Crane, and Shredder at this point is just Chrome Dome. Crane has a new android body. They also have 3 mutant clones of Shredder, the Rock Army, and a Technodrome Mark II, which is a lot more manageable size than the original. And Dreg wants to ally with Shredder, and Shredder thinks about it. On one hand, he gets to conquer the world, another person to help him doing it. But on the other hand, he has to share power of a third person, so instead he decides to turn against Dredd and escape. They meet up with Cry, and they meet up with the mutants and try telling them about Dreg, so they come up with a plan to stop them. This leads to a big climax where they have to fight all the mantises and purple dragons. The turtles face off with Slash. It's a tough fight, but they manage to kick him off a roof, and we get a reference to the original film where he gets crushed by Casey in a garbage truck. I don't know, the battle starts turning when all the rock soldiers get destroyed. All the Shredder clones are absorbed by Dreg. Dreg becomes giant from all the power she absorbed, and she crushes the Technodrome Mark II. But luckily, Crane shows off a new feature in his mechanical body, and he grows giant, and there's a big kaiju fight between him and Dreg. The turtles fly around in a blimp, throwing bombs at Dreg, and Go Ninja starts playing. Oh no, Dreg's suit starts spilling mutagen all over the place, turning everyone who's watching the fight into mutants, including Sheena into a pig. It turns out the growing feature on Crane's suit was really experimental and is about to explode, so they managed to grab Dredd and open a portal into Dimension X and push them through with the blimp, blowing all of them up, but the Turtles and Crane managed to escape right in the last second. The fun makes an uneasy peace for the Turtles. Vern apologizes to everyone about all the mutant bashing he's been doing. He decides to drink mutagen on air to show how solidarity he is with the mutants, turning him into a rat person. Turtles have their 20th birthday and they have pizza cake. And Sheena's band starts playing a cover of the Ninja Turtle theme. And Sheena and Jenica kiss. And Splinter says that he no longer considers himself their masters and everyone is now equal. Everything is awesome. Until a robot appears asking the Turtles for help. He's been framed for a crime he didn't commit and he needs sanctuary.
Receive the signal beacon. It is deep in subsector 919837 on an unevolved third world planet called Earth. Take us to this world.
Leading into Ninja Turtles 4, Attack of the Triceratons. Only Ninja Turtles and are no longer teenagers. The Fugitoid explains their backstory from Mirage Comics, saying that they used to be a person in another galaxy, forced to create a transporter, but then one thing led to another, and his mind transferred into his helper robot. And then when the Human Federation arrived to check in on him, they find the body, and everyone thinks he killed him. And all the humans are confused. What? There's humans in another galaxy? And Honeycutt explains, why yes, many different animals evolve very similar traits, so of course humans would evolve again on another place. It's just you guys are a lot less vibrantly colored than the people back in my galaxy. He came here because he detected a very similar teleporter, which happened to be Crane's teleporter. Well, no, it's too late as the Triceratons arrive.
Sublife forms of Earth. I am Captain Mozar of the Triceraton Empire. Let it be known your planet is infested with Krang. Triceratons will eliminate these hideous aliens, freeing you of their vile plans. Unfortunately, your Earth will be annihilated, and please, have a nice day.
So the Turtles have to fight off the Triceraton scouts, but they're giant Triceratops, so they're like really strong. And they manage to kidnap the Turtles and hold them for ransom. And Honeycutt still doesn't really want to make the teleporter because he fears the uses of the teleporter can be drastic and evil. He also wants to save people's lives, so he's in a predicament. And he needs help making another teleporter because Crane's blew up in the last film. But then Irma, who's been a minor character in the last 3 films, appears and says that she can help. And she lifts up her shirt and her stomach opens, revealing that she's a neutron known as Bishop. And she can help create a transmat along with Crane and Leatherhead, who's excited to see another Neutron survived. And they work on it, and Honeycutt explains who the Triceraton are, the giant Triceratopses, an honorable warrior culture that was taken over by a dictator. Honeycutt tried escaping to them after the Human Federation tried to make him make a transmat, but then they want to also have a teleporter, so now both factions are after him. Meanwhile, the Turtles, they have to fight in Gladiator Arena. Meanwhile, the Triceratons are going to blow up the Earth because it's covered in mutants. Turtles hold their leader hostage, and there's a bunch of action. They try escaping, and luckily the group makes a teleporter, but they accidentally bring everyone with them, including a bunch of Triceratons. So now everyone has to fight together to save the Earth again, but even more so, a bunch of mutants. And they gotta stop the bomb, and it almost goes off. And then Honeycutt sets the thing to teleport along with the transmat into the Triceraton's flagship, blowing up. Then the Human Federation arrives, taking out the rest of their fleet. And they radio in to what's going on. And the dictator tries explaining, but then the surviving Triceratons coup him and reestablish the Republic. And they decide to lie and say that Honeycutt's dead and they don't know how to remake the transmat. And they form the Pan-Galactic Alliance. to try and make their galaxy better. And Bishop and Leatherhead decide to join them. All the turtles are heralded as heroes. Honeycutt gets to live free on Earth because everyone thinks he's dead. Turtles have some crazy alien pizza. Happy ending for everyone. Except Krang, who gets arrested by the Grand Galactic Alliance because he still caused the genocide of the Utrons, even if he did help Earth. As well as Shredder, who goes a little more easily because honor or something. And we get a reprise of Go Ninja and the Ninja Turtle theme. And that's how I would continue the Ninja Turtle Michael Bay series if I could, based on my rewrites. Make sure to like, share, comment, and if you're new, subscribe.